Hey, welcome back to Daryl D TV, where we talk about all things funky. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. We chilling outside in beautiful sunny Arizona, the only place where it's 75 degrees in the middle of January. How beautiful is that? So check this out. Today we're going to talk about a little something different. We're going to talk about picture discs, rap picture discs. I pulled some out of my collection that I want to share with you guys. I think that they're really cool, and some of these you might be familiar with. Some you might be seeing them for the first time, but these are a few that I thought were really cool that I pulled out, and I really wanted to share these with you. And I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about them or what some of your favorite rap on picture discs are. So let's get started. That's what we're gonna do today. All right, my first one is might just be my favorite or one of my favorite picture discs. I remember when this came out several years ago. Um, I couldn't believe how cool this artwork was. I wanted it so bad. It took me a little while until I actually found it. But this first one is DJ Shadow and the Groove Robbers. Picture this. Check that out. How cool is that artwork? You see that? That is DJ Shadow. It's got the same picture on both sides. I believe this came out in the 90s, mid 90s, if I'm not mistaken. But man, look at that. That is just so beautiful. I'm not sure who the artist is. And this was like a two-song disc. It was on released on Mowax Records. Um, Influx was on one side, and then Hindsight was on the B side. This is the plastic sleeve, and that's what like the sticker looks like on there. So I know there's a lot of DJ Shadow fans out there, but man, look at that. This is just a beautiful piece of artwork, beautiful piece of vinyl. And those that know, they know. How cool is that? DJ Shadow, man, and the Groove Robbers. Mowax, for those that know, was a really dope label from back in the 90s that did a lot of real eccentric releases, a lot of down tempo rap stuff, acid jazz. It was a really, really cool label. I pretty much like pretty much everything that they put out. But yeah, that's one of my favorites off of that label and from that artist. Now, moving on, the second picture disc, I remember this guy, this DJ I knew, he had this, and when I saw him with it, I go, man, that's so cool looking. And then the songs that were on there were dope too. Just an overall incredible picture disc. This is Jay Dilla. This is from the Shining EP, and this is the So Far to Go picture disc featuring Common and D'Angelo. Look at that. Dilla, the studio equipment and all of that. How cool is that, man? So Far to Go featuring D'Angelo and Common Sense. The B side is a song called Baby featuring Guilty Simpson and Madlib. That's what the B side looks like. Again, this is from the Shining EP, LP, EP, and this too was a banger. And of course, I had to get two copies of it because you know I need my two copies. That's what the label looks like. So, yeah, who doesn't like Jay Dilla, right? You can't go wrong with Dilla ever, ever. And the fact that, you know, these two songs with these incredible features, So Far to Go with Common and D'Angelo on the same song. Baby with Guilty Simpson and Madlib on the same song. How cool is that? Not exactly sure how readily available these still are or what they're going for these days, but I'm glad I was able to find two copies for myself. And they weren't easy to get even back when they first came out, because of course people were all over them, and they went pretty fast. But I'm glad I was able to get my hands on a couple copies, and you might see me spinning those records somewhere at a venue near you. Okay, now this next one, I've actually featured this one on. If you saw my Beastie Boy video, I showed some cool Beastie Boy records on there. This was one of them. So if you saw that video, you're familiar with this next picture disc. But I had to bring this one out again because it's so cool. And between the DJ Shadow and this joint right here, these might be my two favorite picture discs in my whole collection. Again, this is the Beastie Boys No Sleep to Brooklyn 45 picture disc. And of course, that's the Crashed Out Plane on the License to Ill album. Man, how cool is that? The B side is Posse in Effect. You got the info right there. And this was a real rare record. I mean, at the time, I probably had 3 or 4 of these, over the years, and I've given them as gifts to different people. But right now, these are pretty rare, and if you can find them, they usually go for a pretty penny. But I'm glad I was able to cop this one, and it's an import. I think it's out of England somewhere, 1986. CBS Records in conjunction with Def Jam. But man, how cool is that? Look at that, man. That is so incredible. Beastie Boys, No Sleep to Brooklyn, Posse in Effect on the B side, 45 clear vinyl with the License to Ill playing on it. Definitely one for the collection. Good luck finding that one. All right, we're moving right along here. Now, we're at number 4. This next one is from one of my favorite groups of all times. I really miss these guys being around. They're so much a part of my childhood. And I'm really happy to show you this one. This is the Fat Boys Crushin' / Wipeout Hamburger picture disc. And the song actually plays like 45, but the actual size of this is probably like 9 inches by 10 inches. But it's considered a 45 picture disc. Check out that burger on there. The Fat Boys in there. Check that out. There's the back of it. Crushin' was my favorite song off of the, what was that, the third LP, if I'm not mistaken, entitled Crushin'. That was my favorite song on there. Wipeout, yeah, you know about Wipeout. There's a picture of the boys, Beach Boys and all of that. Beach Boys and the Fat Boys. Cool sandwich. Again, this was another import 45 out of England. It's on the, you can see down here, the Urban label. Urban and like London were like two labels out of England that did a lot of American pressings, but pressings of American release records, but they were pressed over there. And they also did a lot of picture discs over in that area too, and so that was one of them. Wow, man. Fat Boys, baby. Crushin' 45 picture discs with the Beach Boys Wipeout on the B side. So yeah, another joint, another Daryl D picture disc joint from the collection. Okay, we're down to number 5, and the last record I want to show you guys. I remember finding this one for the first time back in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. I was in a record store back home visiting in Wisconsin, and I saw it and I was like, wow, that's cool. And then later on I found another one some years later, so I have a couple copies of these, but this is cool. This is a cool one right here. Y'all remember that group Whistle with We're Only Buggin'? Check that out. Whistle, just bugging, with the Whistle picture disc, 45 picture disc. How cool is that? Remember Whistle from the whole UTFO Full Force camp off of Select Records? There you have it right there. B-side, Bugging Much Hard. There's a picture of the guys. Bugging Much Hard on the B-side, just bugging on the A-side. Come on, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Is that not cool? That's cool, huh? Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. Another import. This one is out of London as well. Champion Records in conjunction with Select. Wow. I think that is so cool. Found this one. I found my first copy at Lotus Land in Milwaukee back when they were around. Second copy, I'm not exactly sure. I may have found it in Cali, or I may have gotten it just off of eBay or something, but I'm not sure. But this is cool, man. This used to be my favorite, but I think the Beasties and the DJ Shadow kind of edged it out for that number one slot. But cool nonetheless. All right. So there you have it. There's 5 cool rap picture discs from the Daryl D collection. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite rap picture discs are. And also, make sure you join my mailing list / fan club. I'm going to put the address down in the comment section below, the description section below. And hit me up, sign up. You never know what you might get in the mail. You never know what offers might be coming up. You never know what you might want to get first dibs on. So make sure you sign up for that. And until next time, we'll do this again real soon. Peace and love. Y'all stay safe.